And I see you got one of our flyers. And you scanned the QR code?
That's a big flex.
That means you must be curious, huh? Man, I remember sitting in the same spot you sitting in right now. This guy got to talking to me saying he knew when Jesus was coming back.
That's Big Cat. Don't nobody know when Jesus is coming back.
That's when I said, nobody knows when Jesus is coming back. The dude gonna say,
Let's read it again.
I was like, cool. And then he asked me,
Read Matthew 24, verse 36.
Matthew 24:36 says, "But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father."
so after we read it, he started asking me these questions like, what was Jesus located when he was speaking these words to his disciples?
Where was he located?
And I was like, he's on earth. And then he asked me, where is he located now?
Where is he now?
I was like, he's in heaven. And then he said,
Is it possible Jesus got more information when he got back to heaven?
I was like, I don't know, bruh. But he said something that caught my attention.
Do you want to know?
So in that moment, I had a choice. I could have been like, nah, bruh, I'm good. But what he said stopped me in my tracks. It was like a secret he had or something, like only he or a few people knew. So I was like, yeah, I want in. I want to know. He said,
Before I show you this, I want you to keep in mind that Jesus did not even tell his disciples what I'm about to show you.
and I was like, what you mean? He said,
Check out Acts 1, verse 6 through 7.
Acts 1:6-7 says, "Then they gathered around him and asked him, 'Lord, are you at this time going to restore the kingdom to Israel?' He said to them, 'It's not for you to know the times or dates that the Father has set by his own authority.'"
he was like, the disciples wanted to know what you were about to find out. But Jesus couldn't tell them because it wasn't time for anyone to know yet. He said something that really made me think. He said,
Did God tell Noah when the flood was coming? What about Sodom and Gomorrah? Did God tell anyone? Every single time God is about to bring judgment on earth, he tell people, but the majority never listen.
man, check out Amos 3 and 7 if you think I'm lying.
Amos 3:7 says, "Surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets."
I was like, yo, and I ain't never seen that before. And then he was looking at me like he was some kind of like sensei or something.
Now, look at Revelation 1 1.
Revelation 1:1 says, "The revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. He made it known by sending his angel to his servant John."
Then he said something that actually had me stuck. He asked, what is Jesus actually trying to do? And I can't deny it. He's trying to show his servants what he must do, like he did the prophets in Amos 3 and 7. Man, I can't even lie. I was real curious. So then I just asked him, I said, so what's Jesus trying to show us in the book of Revelation? And then he just stared at me, deep into my eyes, like he was looking into my soul.
Tom,
He said, there are time periods in the book of Revelations that tell us when Jesus will do these things, but you'll need the book of Daniel to help put it all together. And I was like, the book of Daniel? He said, yeah, that's the only book that God sealed up until the end times. Want to see it? I was trying to play it cool like I wasn't excited to learn something I never knew before. He said, read Daniel 12, 1 through 4.
Daniel 12:1-4 says, "At this time, Michael, the great prince who brings your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress such as not happened from the beginning of nations until then. But at that time, your people, everyone whose name is written in the book, will be delivered." Multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake, some to everlasting life, others to shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who may lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge.
He did say something I had to agree with.
Do you see that the book of Daniel was sealed up until the end?
And like a freight train, boom, it hit me. It didn't matter what I knew, what I believed before. Man, I just wanted to know the truth. So I said it. I said, man, what did he seal up in the book of Daniel?
Time. The time that the Father had authority is what he said in Daniel and revealed in Revelations. This is the reason none of the disciples knew or wrote anything about the book of Daniel. It wasn't time for them to know. But now, it's time for us to know.
I started to say, man, you tripping. But I wanted to know more. So I asked the question of all questions. So when is Jesus coming back?
If you have made it this far in the video and you want to know when Jesus is coming, type I want to know in the comments below, and we'll send you instructions on what to do next and where you will find the info for the return of Jesus Christ as stated in the Bible. Be strong and courageous, for he is with you wherever you go.